Peace and prosperity, beautiful souls. I pray you had a beautiful weekend. I pray you have an even better week. Sending love, hugs, and blessings to you all. So I know story times is usually on Sundays, but in my timing, it's always divine timing. And yeah, it might be late to you, but in the eyes of the divine, I'm on time. Today we're diving into chapter 5 of Seraphina's world. She's 18 now, grown, confident, and dangerous. Malik thinks he has her all figured out. Rico is about to enter in ways she didn't expect, and Seraphina, she's ready to show us how far she'll go when seduction, jealousy, and ambition collide. Let's go. The ballroom was dimly lit, shadows dancing across velvet curtains, the scent of jasmine and expensive perfume thick in the air. Seraphina stood near the center, surveying the room. At 18, she had transformed. Camille's training was complete. She knew how to move, how to captivate, how to command attention without a damn word. Malik watched from across the room. His chest was tight. The kiss at the end of chapter 3 replayed in his head since it happened. The warmth of her skin, the innocence she used to possess. He thought he was in control, but seeing her now in this crowd made him question everything he knew about her. Her smile curved just slightly when their eyes met. She wasn't shy anymore. She wasn't hesitant. She was very deliberate, ready to own shit. Seraphina's thoughts flickered to Camille's voice. Control, Seraphina. Always control. Never give them the full story. She let her eyes roam to Rico, who had just entered, smooth and deliberate. The room subtly shifting with his presence. Camille's smirk from the corner told everything she needed. Rico's arrival wasn't a coincidence. Malik stepped closer. Sarah, you okay? He asked lightly. His hands was just a fidgeting. Seraphina tilted her head, letting the question hang. I'm observing, she said lightly. She let her gaze drift to Rico across the room, letting the heat of the anticipation build, y'all. It was getting crazy in there. He stepped to her, but was a few feet away. I see you've been busy. She said, I've been learning, voice soft, letting just a hint of Camille's influence show. Camille has been teaching me how to navigate these situations. Rico's eyes flickered with interest in something darker that Seraphina couldn't understand just yet. Dangerous. Malik's jaw tightened. He could feel the tension, the magnetic pull between Rico and Seraphina. Later, Seraphina slipped into the quiet hallway, avoiding the crowd. Camille's lessons echoed in her head. Learn the balance of power, Seraphina. Let them chase, let them want, but never lose yourself. Rico followed silently. You're more controlled than I expected, he said, voice low and sexy. She said, well, I've had good teachers. She whispered, letting Camille's name roll off of her tongue. Rico's eyes darkened. Camille has you under her wing, huh? Seraphina smiled slightly. She knows how to prepare me for these kind of opportunities. The word hung in the air, heavy with implications. Malik, standing near the ballroom entrance, noticed her absence. His pulse quickened. Where did she go? He muttered to himself. Unease was definitely creeping in. Seraphina entered another private room, one of Camille's orchestrated lessons. Inside was a few of Camille's proteges. They were waiting. The air was thick with anticipation. Tonight's exercise was more daring, an intimate exploration of power, touch, and confidence. She took her place in the center, aware of every eye. Camille nodded approvingly from the shadow corner. Every movement was deliberate. Every glance was a message. Seraphina felt the thrill of control, even as others guided her in the sensual games Camille had designed. She learned quickly the right look, the right touch. She can bend desire to her will. Malik's absence gave her freedom. Rico's eventual arrival added intrigue, and Camille's watchful eyes ensured that the lessons were unforgettable. In this scene, Rico joins. Rico's entrance was silent but commanding. I see Camille has been busy, he murmured, stepping closer, letting his presence dominate the space. Seraphina's pulse quickened. She met his gaze, unflinching. I've been learning, she said again, this time with a confident undertone, letting him sense both desire and authority. Rico smirked. You're playing a dangerous game, girl. Dangerous is a part of the lesson, Rico, she whispered, letting a faint smile curve her lips. And Camille, she's the best teacher. By the end of this crazy night, this nasty night, Seraphina had mastered the balance of seduction and strategy. Malik, from a distance, watched, frustrated and intrigued. Rico, now closer than ever, felt the pull of her control. And Camille observed the culmination of her teachings, proud of how far Seraphina had come. Seraphina and Rico slipped away briefly, sharing a quiet, private moment. Their connection charged with both desire and unspoken knowledge. She had learned the game, mastered it, and tonight she had proven her power, not just over desire, but over the intricate web that Camille had taught her to navigate, y'all. That, y'all, is chapter 5. Let me know how y'all feel about it, how it's flowing. Seraphina is stepping fully into her own power, and the games between Malik, Rico, and her are only going to get more twisted. So tell me in the comments, whose side are you on? Is it Team Seraphina, Team Malik, or Team Rico? And don't forget, y'all, if you're on my YouTube, Soulful Thursday is coming this week, music, vibes, and real talk. I will see y'all next time. Have a beautiful week.